Hi, my name is Sam. I'm an athletic trainer at Johnson County Community College, and March is National Athletic Training Month, so we figured here at this college, why not create a resource that we can offer for the community when it comes to seasonal sports or any sort of occupational needs. The theme of this month's, or this year's National Athletic Training Month is everybody needs an athletic trainer. So I've asked Tyler here to help me out today to talk somewhat about some positions that we see in our spring sports, with softball and baseball primarily. Most people want to talk and focus on injury prevention of shoulder injuries and elbow injuries with the mechanisms around throwing. We've actually seen quite a few injuries of the hip lately in our positional players, namely catchers, in both male and female sports, softball and baseball. So I was going to talk a little bit today about some positional things to look for as parents or as coaches, or even as adults playing in rec leagues if you do have or know anyone that plays catcher. So Tyler's going to squat down into a catcher's position for us today. What we want to look for with positional players like catchers is we want to make sure the heel stays down and the weight stays back over the heels. We also want to pay attention to the knee and how it's located above the ankle, and also how the knee lines up with the toes. Tyler's in a pretty efficient posture right here with the knee and the toe angle aligned and his weight back over his heels. This is a good position for catchers to get into. With younger developmental players, you want to make sure that they have the ability to get down in this position and stay balanced. What you don't want to see is catchers early on sliding forward and lifting their heels up and resting their weight out on their toes. That puts a lot of undue stress on the knees over time. And another thing we don't want to see, go ahead and cock your knees in for me together, is the knees coming in, putting a lot of increased stress across the knee joint here and also the foot bones there. It's not a very efficient posture, and it's not a very comfortable position. And when you have players that get down in those positions a lot and they don't have the mobility to get down through the hips and manage their weight, you tend to see a lot more hip injuries, both inside and the posterior hip. And a lot of times you get injuries and strains across those knee joints. So if you're going to play catcher, have the ability to get down in a comfortable position, to walk through it. You want your shoulders and feet just under the shoulders, toes mostly pointed straight forward, maybe angled out just slightly, about like this. Turn that left toe in a little bit, and then go ahead and squat down. And again, weight on the heels, knees over the ankles, knees pointed in the same direction as the feet. And from this position, Tyler should be able to put his hands wherever he needs to catch a ball or catch a mitt if you wanted to hold your mitt out in front of you. And then if he needed to pop up a little bit just to get ready to throw down to second base, he can do that. And from there, that's a healthy position to work from and keeps him safe, keeps him comfortable. And a deep squat like that, that's not only good for just baseball players or positional players, that can be helpful for anyone. A position like that is used as an orthopedic assessment tool, so having the ability to squat down deep with the hips, knees, and feet in a good aligned position tells us that there's good mobility of the hip, the back, the legs, the lower extremities in general, which takes the pressure and pain off the lower back and the hips, and it can be beneficial for anyone who plays sports or runs, jumps, lands, cuts, pretty much any sporting endeavor. All right, our goal here at Johnson County Community College in the athletic training department is to come up with some more videos to build on this, to help provide some interesting tips and tidbits to help keep everyone safe out on the fields this summer. So check back in a couple weeks to see what kind of tips we build on from here at the JCCC Athletics YouTube page, and we look forward to seeing you, and stay safe.